I decided to jot down all of the jobs that I've worked, and I think I still might have missed two, but the list goes as follows. In no particular order, but the first job that I've named is actually my first job I ever had. I'm gonna try to mess with these ribs just a little bit more, I mean, because they are paid for. And the restaurant closed at 8, and it's 8:30 now, so there's nothing I can do. But yeah, I'm really not pleased. Like, I could have done this at home. Like, so in no particular order except for the first one. The first job I ever had, I was 16 years old, and it was at this place called McDonald's. This place. It was at McDonald's. My auntie at the time was a store manager for McDonald's. And everybody's first job was always McDonald's. Like, she worked there for over 40 years. Everybody's first job was McDonald's. If you wanted a job, go see Auntie Deborah, and she will get you a job. So, first job was McDonald's. I did that for like 2 years in high school. And then they built a Walmart. So when they built the Walmart, I had to make a pivot and move because I didn't want to be up in fast food forever. Now, at McDonald's, I actually enjoyed working at McDonald's because you get to meet a lot of different people every day. Like, it was always fast-paced and people going on. And then you got the games. So, like, on game nights, you know, the store gonna be packed. It's gonna be busy. Whatever the case may be. I don't like to be able to see my trash, y'all. That's bothering me. So, they opened a new Walmart. When the new Walmart opened, I immediately applied. Got the position. I started at Walmart, which I'm skipping on my list. I started in layaway as a seasonal position. I was only supposed to be there during the Christmas holidays just to do layaways, blah, blah, blah. So, fast forward 3 months later, I got hired in like October. So I worked October, November, December. Come January, they letting everybody go. That's in the layaway department because it's just a seasonal position. I didn't get let go. They told me if I wanted to take a permanent position, I could, and it would be at the customer service desk. So basically, you mean to tell me I'm coming from the back of the store, pulling out boxes and taking people's stuff back there to the front of the store, running the front end, like everybody see me as soon as they walk in. I do customer service exchange and all that, answering the phones and everything. Oh, bitch, sign me up. So I did Walmart for like 4 years. Then the rest of these, like, I don't have to give as much detail, but I've worked at Pizza Hut. The thing about me and Pizza Hut was I was also in school then. While working at Pizza Hut, I worked the morning shift to deliver pizzas. And my morning shift consisted of going in at like 9 to prep and getting off by like 11:30, 12 o'clock because I had to be to my next job. So I never really had to do anything but be at the actual business. I made pizzas and like sent them out the door, but I didn't do a lot of work. That didn't last but like maybe 6 months to a year because my car started to stink. And my clothes started to smell like pizza. If you've ever worked at a pizza spot, Pizza Hut preferably, it smells good for 1 minute, but after so long, that shit get funky. Like, just smelling like, oh, I can remember the way the car used to smell and my clothes. So, I had to leave Pizza Hut. Next door to Pizza Hut was a store called Family Dollar. Y'all know about that. I left Pizza Hut, quit, and went to work the next door at at Family Dollar. Family Dollar was cool, but I was used to working at Walmart, so of course it was a faster pace, busier, more thing. So at Family Dollar, it was so chill, so boring. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I used to hook people up. You pay me $50, you can go with a full cart, bitch. Like, it was them type times. I was young and dumb. Like, psh. Next, Food Lion. So that was here in Richmond. When I went to hair school, after I finished hair school, or at least my second year of hair school, I got a daytime job as a front end associate at Food Lion. Loved it. Like, I was working 7 to 3, Monday through Friday, had the best schedule, didn't have to do hardly any work, count registers, and check people out when it got busy and make the schedule. Like, that was it. So, love that job. I would actually do that part-time now if they were hiring, which the one by my house, I think they are. But that store is kind of ghetto, so I might want to go to the hood. During my college years, Dollar Tree. When I first moved to North Carolina and started going to college, I needed a job. Dollar Trees was big back then. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I went in the store. The cashier that was working was cool as shit. And they was talking about hiring. Me and her like this now, to this day. That was like 20 years ago. So I worked at Dollar Tree, the movie theater in Raleigh on East Atlantic Boulevard. When the DC Sniper was going on and everything, I was working at the movie theater. I used to sit in the ticket box office window selling tickets. When the DC Sniper shit was going on, y'all know I wasn't in that box and in that window. Bitch, nobody was. We were selling tickets on the inside because everybody was on edge and scared, not knowing what was going on. I was living in Raleigh then. The sniper was in DC, Virginia area. North Carolina connects to Virginia, so we didn't know where he was going or what was going to happen. So we was all on edge for that time in life. Do y'all remember that? I do. Also in Raleigh, I was working for this temp agency, so they sent me to a lot of different places. One of my long-term assignments was this place called Pitney Bowes. Pitney Bowes is the people who do postage. At Pitney Bowes, I was doing receptionist work. And so I did that for like 3 to 6 months. It was cool. It was very boring, but it was cool. Also, while I was in college, 24-hour gas stations. I used to work overnight in gas stations. I was in Cary, which is a more predominantly white area, which in outside of Raleigh-Durham area. So the store was real chill, real quiet. A few construction workers and stuff would come in throughout the night, and a lot of police, basically. It was very chill. I don't think I would do it in today's time because people are crazy and they kill attendants and stuff like that for no reason. But back then, it was fun. I used to have my computer there. I was in the chat rooms a lot back then. So, like, them days and that time would fly by. Mind you, I was in college, so my friends would all come by the store. They all get what they want. Everything but gas. You can get it. Like, it was whatever. Then I got sent to the next assignment, which it was a company who makes the Sprint Yellow Pages and phone books. So I worked there for 5 years. I ended up actually getting a permanent job there. And I became office manager. I was responsible for the ins and outs of the building. I had to order all of the office supplies. I had to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was responsible for the receptionist of the building, locking, like I had keys to the building. I had a company vehicle, company credit card. Like, that was one of my favorite jobs. Like, I really didn't want to leave that job when I left that job, but I had gotten in some trouble and I had to come back home. So it is what it is. The prison, I actually worked in a private owned facility for over 3 years. It was an experience. I got some stories for days. I done seen some things, heard some things, did some things. But yeah, the prison, that's a whole nother conversation. I was scared to even open that conversation up with TikTok, so I don't know how I feel about that. I worked at Best Buy, customer service. Everything is always me, customer service. I don't know how I always end up at the customer service desk. I did customer service at Best Buy. And that was recently, like, the beginning of my career where I'm at now. The first year I was working Best Buy and here at the same time. I've worked in 2 beauty salons after hair school. One was a quiet, intimate type of salon. It was me, the owner, and then one other girl would rotate in and out. But that didn't last long because the lady who owned the shop, she was treating my clients different than she treat her own clients. Like, okay, I understand your name is on the building, but if a client comes in, I think you should speak to each and every person. Don't just speak to your clients. You're not gonna make my clients feel like shit because you cater to your clients only. I didn't last long in that shop. Chantel was a bitch. Like, that just is what it is. And she can't do hair. So, I've worked in a sex shop. So the sex shop was called, and not a having sex, but like a sex toy shop. It was an adult boutique, let's say. It was called Secrets. One of my friends actually owned it. She still has inventory, but she doesn't have a store. But basically, we had a pole in the store, music, like mannequins dressed up in their clothes. People would come in. So like, it was in an area where there's a lot of military here. In Virginia, we got a lot of military. So you would get a lot of soldiers coming in. You would get a lot of couples coming in. You get a lot of old people coming in. You get a lot of weird people coming in. They buying costumes, lube, condoms, like edible undergarments. Like, it was a time. Like, I wish TikTok and shit was around when I used to work at this shop, because the strippers would come in. We had shoes, we had clothes. Like, it was an amazing time. It was a fun experience. And we were in a gentrified part of town. So we would get a lot of white people and but they was the freaks. Like, these people would come in there and literally buy some shit. Like, when the bedroom candy items came out, we had all of those. So everybody would come in and we'd get demonstrations of the lipsticks and the different things. If the roses was out back then, we would be selling those. But like, that was fun. I missed that. So Nikki, if you ever want to get another brick and mortar, let me know. I'll come back over there. I worked at 7-Eleven. I worked at 7-Eleven since I've been on YouTube. That was an overnight idea until COVID came. It was kind of fun. It was right by my house. I got paid every week. You met all of the drug dealers. You met all of the crackheads. But it was fun. I used to just take snacks and take Rellos and everything I wanted. And last but not least is the good old T, where I'm at now. So if you want to hear any more details about any of those jobs, some story times or whatever, tell me which one most interests you, and I can talk about any of them. This video is longer than it was supposed to be. This food was garbage. These pickles was the bomb, though. Oh, did I go to Cajun? But yeah, that's what I got. So, first video that wasn't up to my liking was second, because that Popeyes video was bullshit too. But like, I hated this food. And to my lady who I met that was there at the bar, I'm sorry. You can tell the owners I hated it. They can call me about a refund or hit me up or whatever. But no, this ain't it. And I don't want to think that it's because I'm not. It's just not good. Like, I would not recommend anything but these pickles to somebody. Like, the ranch is good. So, buzzing eggs. But y'all comment down below some of the jobs that you worked at. And what you did, maybe. Especially if it was something interesting or something bizarre. I would like to know. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Thank you for watching. I know it was long, but I hope the conversation kept you, because the food damn sure did. Bye.